From different interiors to no plane changes, Southwest Airlines exhibits quite the variety of travel despite only operating one aircraft family. Today, we'll have their new interior and experience a plane change on the same aircraft as we fly one of their Boeing 737-800s from Tulsa to Austin to Indianapolis. This is going to be a blast, and I'm super excited for this. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome to Tulsa International Airport on this beautiful spring afternoon. It's time to get on the road as my spring 2023 semester has concluded and summer 2023 has arrived. As usual, security was quick, taking only around 5 minutes. I had plenty of time to spare for lunch, so that occupied my time before boarding. Tulsa International Airport has an outstanding variety of vendors including a Chili's, Fat Guy's Burger, and even an escape lounge planned to open in late 2024. With lunch complete, let's go find our aircraft for today's 2 flights. Welcome to Gate B5, where we'll find the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 registered November 8542 Zulu, a nearly 6-year-old example of the type. With an early bird check-in, I was able to score some awesome boarding positions, and I'm stoked to see what awesome seats we can get. So let's get on board, everybody. And here we go for our pushback, everybody. Be sure to stay on the lookout for all the InFlight videos, as those will be coming out very soon. And here we go for our takeoff runway 18 right, everybody. I really hope you all enjoyed this takeoff, as it was absolutely fantastic with the CFM buzz. Let's climb up to our cruising altitude at 38,000 feet, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, so welcome to our cruising altitude of 38,000 feet. As you can see, we have some really awesome views on this flight, so I'll play those while we're talking about some various components of this flight. So let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, let's take a brief look here at the new interior. We'll get some various views on this during both flights, but as you can see, it's pretty solid. Outside of the lower back padding not being as good as the old interior, I personally think that the new interior is a big upgrade from the last one. I love the mood lighting, and the seats look really nice, so really eager to see what will happen with this new Southwest interior that will be coming the next one, that is, here in the near future. So let me know what you all think about that. I'm eager to see more information on that. That should be like 2025, somewhere in there. We'll get some more information on that, so we certainly will be keeping our eyes out for that. So pretty interesting developments right there. In addition, as you can see, here's what Southwest offers for their in-flight entertainment. Of course, you can load up their portal on your phone, and you can access various amenities. They have live TV, which I think is really cool, along with free movies and TV shows. They also have a flight tracker as well. Internet access is a pretty fair $8, especially if you're on a longer Southwest flight of over 2 hours, say. So really awesome. See that right there, and that is certainly very nice to see right there. The service was also sufficient on this flight. Of course, this flight's only about an hour long, so wouldn't expect much more than a drink and a snack. So that's what you get right here, and overall Southwest does a great job. Let me know in the comments, are you team Remy's or are you team snack mix? I personally think the snack mix is better. Plane Spotter DK certainly does, but I would be eager to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So feel free to let me know which team you're on for the Southwest snacks. I think it's quite a debate, to be honest, so pretty awesome. We'll talk about the Southwest Airlines fleet more on the next segment of this video, because we have more time during that cruise session. So here we'll talk about the Tulsa to Austin service. So I think I established this when I did the flight previously, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and briefly talk about it again. Tulsa to Austin route has had quite an interesting history, beginning with ExpressJet, who flew it in the 2000s. That was quite nice to see, but unfortunately, of course, they went back under United, so that's why that service had to terminate when they struggled during the 2008 aviation recession. So that's what happened there. And then from there, of course, it started with American Airlines announcing the service in the summer of 2021. So that's how we got our Austin service back at Tulsa International Airport, followed by Allegiant announcing service there just a few months after American. Unfortunately, Allegiant didn't make it very long. They only lasted for about a month on it. I wish they would have gave the route a fair chance, but it was kind of during the pandemic and so on. So unfortunate circumstances there for why Allegiant didn't make on that route. We'll see if they return to it at some point. And then Southwest Airlines made their announcement in conjunction with Chicago Midway. So that started in the summer of 2022. Southwest Airlines is the only airline on the route at this point, as American Airlines terminated their service in November of 2023. Load factors were looking good towards the end, so I think it was more of just the Austin movement coming to a close due to the demand for aircraft that they need at their more established hubs compared to what the Tulsa service actually did. So it was really cool to have American on that flight. Unfortunately, never got to use them on that flight, but glad that I at least got to use Southwest multiple times. But now it is monopoly for Southwest for the moment. Again, I would love to see Allegiant give it a try again at some point in the future, but overall I think Southwest is a really great market for them to dominate, and they certainly made a great choice by hanging in there until American finally terminated. Now they will have all the passengers that want to do the route nonstop. So overall, really great to see all that right there. So speaking of Austin, we'll be descending into there right now, so we'll be landing on runway 18 left today. Austin always has a really nice approach. Unfortunately, we're not on the skyline side, but it would be backlit anyways. In future trip reports, we'll see that skyline again, but nevertheless, really excited for this landing. It was quite a good one. This was a great flight overall. Southwest did a really good job. Their crew was super nice. The seat was really good. The interior, like I said, I think it's really positive despite the less lower back padding and so on. So overall, I had a great time, and I really hope that you all enjoyed this assessment. But we have another flight to do, so let's go ahead and touch down, and then we'll get out for a few minutes, assess that situation, and then we'll get right back on. So here's our landing on runway 18 left at the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. I really hope you all enjoyed this. And welcome everybody to the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. Very excited to be back here for a really quick layover. So certainly interesting that I ended up getting the same plane onto my next destination. It does happen a couple times with Southwest. I believe I've had it happen 3 times. So nevertheless, it was still really cool as I got to fly the same registration and all of it worked out well. So let's go ahead and get in Austin here real quick. So first and foremost, we saw some awesome specials, including the Southwest Canyon Blue 737 MAX 8, which was awesome. Not a special, but the British Airways A350 1000. Really cool to get to see that too. And also WestJet on their inaugural service from Calgary. That was super cool to see, despite not being able to get a very good picture because of how the gate was set up. It was still really cool to get to see that special moment, and ultimately I really enjoyed that. So very cool that it conveniently worked out, and welcome WestJet to Austin. So that was super cool. So really enjoyed that, and pretty much just like that, I got a good shot of Canyon Blue taxiing out, and then it was time to get back on board the plane after a quick 20 minutes or so. So overall, it was really fun. I'll make a full video on that layover, so stay on the lookout for it. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and get back on board our Southwest 737-800 with service onto Indianapolis. So let's go ahead and board, everybody. And here we go for our second pushback, everybody. Be sure to stay on the lookout for all the in-flight videos, as those will be coming out very soon. And here we go for our second takeoff, yet on another runway 18 left. I really hope you all enjoyed this takeoff, as it was absolutely fantastic. Let's make a left-hand turn to go towards the northeast and climb up to our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. Very similar to the last flight, we have some awesome views here, so what I'll do is I'll show you those while we talk about today's flight. So first and foremost, let's get started with the service. In conjunction with the normal service, I brought my own dinner on board so I'd be able to eat on this evening, and overall, I really enjoyed the sandwich that I got at the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. So overall, great sandwich and really enjoyed it. Next, let's take a look at this lower back padding here on the new cabin on Southwest's 737s. As you can see here, it's about the same as what the other cabin looks like, but obviously it feels completely different. It's not the end of the world, of course, but I thought I would highlight it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, because you can see the difference, and hopefully on future cabins they're able to add that lower back padding back. But outside of that, the new cabin is really great, and we talked about it previously, so I won't go too far into it again. But overall, really glad to see the new cabin does highlight many new cool features like the mood lighting, of course, and the other components of it, and so on. So overall, it looks really good. In-flight entertainment, very similar on this flight. There's no changes there, so I think I have a flight tracking screenshot, so I'll put that up if I do, which is absolutely fantastic. And next, let's talk about the Indianapolis to Austin route. So actually, as of the time of uploading this video, Southwest is the only airline actively flying the route year-round, but Allegiant served the route and American has in the past, so certainly some interesting variety there on this service, to say the least. So we'll see if new carriers get in on it, maybe like a Frontier or somebody, but overall, Allegiant and Southwest really getting after it, and American had quite the share until they terminated it recently as well. So there we go for that right there. The next element to talk about is Southwest Airlines' fleet that I was saving for this cruise since we have so much time. So Southwest Airlines currently, as of the time of recording this video, has 821 aircraft in their fleet, which is just crazy to think that they're all Boeing 737s. 385 of those are 737-700s, 207 of those are Boeing 737-800s, and 228 of those are Boeing 737 MAX 8s, with an additional 184 of those on order, in conjunction with 307 Boeing 737 MAX 7s on order. So as you can tell, Southwest has a ginormous fleet of these Boeing 737s. We don't have to go into too much detail of it, but it's always worth highlighting those numbers, as this fleet is just massive, and it's crazy to think that they have nearly 500 aircraft still on order, despite already having over 200 MAX 8s delivered to this point. So they certainly are going to have a massive fleet when it's all said and done. If we do some simple math here, we're looking at about the same number of aircraft once they retire the Boeing 737-700s, and a few more, obviously, with those additional MAX 8s they still have to get. So probably 900 planes or 1,000 planes, and there's a possibility that they'll order even more. So of course, with Southwest's ABC system, these aircraft are mandatory to have, and I don't expect them to ever really shift away from the Boeing 737 family until the aircraft's no longer in production. But overall, Southwest really kicking it here with the 737, and they've done a really good job with the aircraft. And just like that, after an amazing cruising session, and I'll play any additional clips that I have here right now, it is time to descend into the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. So since we're coming in right towards the runways, we're actually going to land right here on runway 23 left, right in front of us. So that'll be quite convenient. So let's go ahead, summarize both these flights, and really get into the details of how Southwest Airlines did. So overall, I thought Southwest Airlines did a terrific job, if I could talk today, on the services from Tulsa to Austin and Austin to Indianapolis. The crew was fantastic for both flights. The service was really great. And overall, for the length of the flight, I was very satisfied with the offerings provided. Southwest is just so consistent. They do an amazing job. They have some amazing sales, and they really are the perfect hybrid of reliability and affordability. And as an aviation enthusiast traveling very often, that certainly is marriage, to say the least. So overall, I've really enjoyed my flights on Southwest. These two were no exception to that rule, and we'll have additional Southwest flights coming in the future. Speaking of which, definitely stay on the lookout for all the upcoming content from this trip, including the Dayton Air Force Museum, MTS Aviation models, plane spotting at Indianapolis and Cincinnati, and then first time covering Spirit and Frontier on the channel will be coming up as well, along with some more Southwest flights in a crazy way getting home. It was quite the story and really surreal to believe, so excited to relive that, and we'll be covering that very soon. But overall, great job Southwest. Had a great time on these two flights, and I really hope all of you enjoyed this trip report. I had a blast making it, and looking forward to the next time we cover Southwest. But nevertheless, here we go for our landing on the runway 23 left at the Indianapolis International Airport. I really hope you all enjoyed this landing, as it was absolutely fantastic. And welcome to Indianapolis International Airport for the very first time, everybody. We have a very short taxi over to our gate in Bravo 22, so let's go ahead and taxi on over there, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching this trip report on Southwest Airlines' Boeing 737-800 from Tulsa to Austin to Indianapolis. Be sure to stay on the lookout for all the in-flight videos to come from this leg of the trip, all the content to come from this massive trip here, and so much more to come. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.